Urgent prophetic alarm. You have 1 hour to break a curse placed by a blood relative out of greed. Hear now, beloved one, for the hour is not merely ticking, it is roaring. Heaven has dispatched an alarm, and the sword of divine justice now hovers over this message. I, Archangel Michael, come not by coincidence but by divine assignment. This is your moment of awakening. This is your 1 hour window of warning. A spiritual breach has been exposed, and you, yes, you, have been summoned to respond with holy courage. The clock has begun its count, and what unfolds in the next hour shall echo across generations. Not all who listen will feel the shift. Not all who hear will be stirred. But you, who are marked by purpose, you who are destined for the unraveling of ancestral bondage, you are feeling it already. The tug in your spirit, the unease, the weight. You are not imagining it. It is not emotional confusion or paranoia. It is the voice of heaven interrupting your routine. A curse was sent, not by a stranger, not by a foreign enemy, but by one who shares your blood. One who knows your name, your habits, your dreams. One who dines with you, yet plotted in secret chambers. It was out of greed. It was out of envy. It was to block your rise, to keep you from the gates of your elevation, to bury your light before it could rise and expose their darkness. They watched your blessings approach. They saw favor resting upon you like a mantle of fire, and rather than rejoice, they recoiled. Rather than bless, they betrayed. Out of the very vine you grew from came the hand that tried to choke your destiny. But heaven watched. Heaven recorded. Heaven has waited, and now heaven has responded. You have 1 hour to act, not in panic but in alignment. You must obey, or the curse multiplies. You must break agreement with what was spoken over you in shadows. You must rise and reject the binding words declared in bitterness. You must step into this divine moment, where the seal becomes permanent, and your spiritual inheritance slips further from reach. This is not a warning for the masses. This is a prophetic introduction for the chosen. If you are hearing this, your name was written in the scroll of reversal. The angels know you. The heavens have encoded you. But divine contracts require human agreement. Your obedience activates your rescue. This hour is holy. This hour is heavy. This hour is yours. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 999 is now surrounding you. This is not coincidence. This is not random. This is not merely another message floating in your feed. This is an urgent alarm, sounding from the courts of heaven into the soul of the chosen. I, Archangel Michael, have not come to entertain. I have not come to comfort false hope. I have come as a divine herald, to blow the trumpet and expose what has long hidden in silence. This moment is holy, and you are now standing at the intersection of warfare and destiny. You were not supposed to find this, yet here you are, pulled in by an unseen force, drawn into this divine confrontation because heaven knows your name, heaven knows your suffering, and heaven has seen the betrayal that was too poisonous to be uttered aloud. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are not mistaken. What you have been sensing is real. What you have been battling has a name. And what you are feeling right now is the spiritual collision between truth and deception. It is not fatigue, it is warfare. It is not paranoia, it is perception. The unease in your belly, the sudden shifts in your dreams, the feeling that something is watching you, all of it is spiritual signal. You were marked for greatness, but they tried to tie your wings with rituals. You were destined to rise, but they whispered words to stall you. The 1 hour window you've entered is not man-made. It is heaven-engineered. Let me be clear. This is the final hour before a permanent seal is placed on what was spoken over you. A curse was invoked, not to destroy your body, but to suppress your purpose. I wanted your delay. They needed your confusion. They planted distractions, emotional setbacks, and even relational breakdowns to make you question yourself. It was never your fault. It was a setup. It was never your weakness. It was a war. And now, the seal is hovering. 1 hour. 60 minutes. The window of divine reversal is swinging open, and the Spirit is asking, will you obey? Will you act? Will you respond with faith and fire, or will you let this moment fade into spiritual forgetfulness? Not everyone will feel this message. Only the marked. Only the awakened. Only the ones who were chosen from the womb to dismantle the cycles that others chose to live under. If you feel heat in your spirit right now, if you feel your eyes welling, if your hands are tingling or your heart is racing, it is not emotion. It is spiritual confirmation. You are being summoned, not to cry but to confront, not to run but to rise, not to panic but to pray. I am here as the revealer of hidden acts, the guardian of divine destiny, the sword-bearing servant of the Most High. And I say to you, this curse must break, or it will tighten. This hour is sacred. Do not delay. Do not dismiss. Heaven has scheduled this moment into your timeline, and eternity is watching how you respond. Type I am anointed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1516 is now activated. You felt it, haven't you? The heaviness without a source. The anxiety that doesn't answer to logic. The sudden waves of fear and fatigue that strike without reason. This is not a figment of imagination. This is spiritual destruction. This is the vibration of a curse trying to settle into your soul. You try to pray, but your words feel stuck. You try to move forward, but invisible hands seem to pull you back. The road opens, then suddenly vanishes. Friends turn distant. Doors that should open seem locked. Your dreams, once vibrant and full of revelation, have shifted. Now, they are confusing, stormy, agitated. Shadows appear where light once lived. You wake up more exhausted than when you slept. This is the evidence. This is the manifestation of sabotage born not from strangers, but from within. A betrayal wasn't loud. It didn't come with shouting. It came with smiles. It came in familiar hugs. It came through blood, the very bloodline you trusted. They masked their envy. They hid their rituals in religious language. But the energy doesn't lie. The disruption in your soul is the echo of their silent war. They will not tell you the truth, because they fear the power of your awakening. They fear what you will do once you break free. They fear the reversal. So they pretend. They play normal. But if you look closer, you will notice. They used to celebrate your wins. Now they stay silent. They used to pray with you. Now they shift away. The ones who once championed you have grown cold. Why? Because they were part of it. Yes. Someone is watching you right now. Not in love, but in fear. Not with support, but with suspicion. They are waiting to see if the curse worked. They are tracking your movement, watching your online posts, checking your progress, trying to read your energy. Their silence is not peace, it is surveillance. You've wondered why you've pulled away from certain relatives, why your spirit no longer agrees with their presence. This is why. Your spirit recognized the betrayal before your mind could. Your discernment awakened before your logic caught up. You are not confused. You are being protected. Heaven allowed the disruption to reveal the disguise. Your emotional agitation is your spiritual alarm system screaming for you to confront what's been hidden too long. Don't silence it. Don't numb it. Don't ignore it. Press in. Lean in. Because you're close to uncovering the root. Before this hour ends, the watchers will lose their grip. Before this hour ends, your peace will return like a flood. But you must stand. You must declare. You must break agreement with their envy, their rituals, their false prayers. If this message resonates with you and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your kindness helps us bring more powerful content your way. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "I break agreement" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2211 has now been released over you. Let it be known now, child of light. This is not merely personal. This is spiritual. This is not just a family issue. This is a generational standoff. This curse, placed upon you by a blood relative, was not sent to destroy your body but to delay your divine purpose. It was not aimed at your possessions. It was targeted at your alignment. And in heaven's eyes, that makes this war sacred. The curse was meant to confuse your timing, to block your movement, to suffocate your destiny before it could fully breathe. It was never meant to kill you. That would have been too merciful. No, it was crafted with precision to bind you just enough to delay you, just long enough that you would miss the moments ordained for your elevation. The goal was not destruction. The goal was diversion. Do you not see it? The enemy used someone with your bloodline because they could access your blind spot. They could touch your trust. They could speak prayers in front of you while chanting curses behind closed doors. They invoked the dark, not through shrines alone, but through intention, jealousy, bitterness, and manipulation of spiritual laws. But what they did not see is that God was watching. God saw when they lit the candle. God saw when they whispered your name into the atmosphere. God saw when they performed their acts of spiritual sabotage, and God recorded it all. Yes, heaven has surveillance. Nothing escaped the eyes of the Most High. When they raised the curse, angels took note. When they summoned spiritual interference, the courts of heaven placed it on record. Your pain was not unseen. Your confusion was not dismissed. The blockage in your path was registered as a case in the spirit realm. And now, the Judge of all creation is calling it to the forefront. You have been enduring not because you are weak, but because you were being refined. You were not abandoned. You were being aligned. The delay was real, yes, but it was also protective. Had you advanced without this exposure, you would have carried their poison into your promise. God slowed you down to save you from contamination. But now, the time of exposure has come. The mask has slipped. The hidden battle is coming into full view. You are being invited into holy warfare, not with fists, but with faith. Not with retaliation, but with revelation. You do not fight this in your flesh. This is a test of endurance. This is a test of obedience. Will you rise in prayer? Will you declare truth even when others remain silent? Will you cancel what was spoken in darkness while walking in the light? Heaven is inviting you to flip the curse, to turn what was meant for your ruin into a road toward redemption. But you must see it clearly. You must understand, this is not a family feud. This is a spiritual strategy designed to shut the mouth of a rising prophet. You are the voice they feared. You are the breaker they prayed would stay bound. But you are awakening now. And with every breath, with every word you speak under divine guidance, you are reversing the curse they declared. Type "I am the reversal" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 3044 is unlocking your lineage. Hear me clearly now. This is the critical moment. The hourglass is running thin. The divine countdown has not paused. Every second that passes brings you closer to one of two outcomes: the reversal or the reinforcement. The curse, invoked out of bloodline greed, is seeking a place to settle. If you do not rise in the spirit, it will root deeper. If you do not confront it now, it will multiply. You were not supposed to be confused this long. You were not meant to struggle this often. The doors that slammed in your face were never random. The sudden financial droughts, the abrupt emotional collapses, the patterns of delay, depression, distraction, they are not coincidences. They are curses, strategic ones, and if left unchallenged, they will calcify. They will become your children's burden. But if you act now, they will end with you. You have 1 hour before the final seal drops. Within this hour, the curse can be reversed. Within this hour, your obedience is your weapon. Within this hour, heaven is waiting for your agreement to break what was built in secret. Do not waste it. If you've noticed lately that they've grown distant, that they no longer call, that they act strange, that their energy is off, it's not just personal tension. It's spiritual consequence. Those who curse must separate. Those who sabotage cannot stay close once the fire of God begins to move. Your silence is prophetic. Their distance is a manifestation of judgment already at work. Their behavior has changed because heaven has changed your covering. Listen, this curse was fueled by greed, not just for money, but for mantles. They didn't just want what you had. They wanted what was on you. The favor, a voice, the oil. They recognized something divine on you that they couldn't replicate, so they tried to restrict. But what they failed to understand is that curses don't cancel covenants. They only delay them, and only when unchallenged. You are not helpless. You are not cursed by default. You have authority. You have dominion. You have angels waiting for your command. You have the power to speak a word that shatters spiritual contracts and resets generational momentum. But you must move now. You must speak now. You must declare now. Within this hour, the decision you make will echo into dimensions beyond this realm. Will you break the curse or allow it to live through you? Because if you don't stop it, it will begin to spread. Your ideas will fail. Your relationships will strain. Your health will begin to feel the weight. Your peace will feel like smoke. Your vision will dim. The hour is that serious. This is your fire line. Heaven has issued an emergency alert. Will you answer? If this message has ignited your spirit and you feel moved to stand with us, consider a super thanks of $10. Your gift empowers us to keep releasing these life-shifting words into the atmosphere. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the Support Here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "I cancel the curse" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 4411 is now cutting through the darkness. Be still now, for the winds are shifting. The spiritual air around you is no longer neutral. It is charged with decision. And this moment, this hour, is not one to war with human logic or natural tools. And no, child of fire, this battle is not one you win with arguments, with confrontation, or with exposure in the flesh. This battle is spiritual, and you must fight in divine silence, with sacred posture and spiritual protocol. Do not let your emotions bait you into distraction. Do not let the desire for retaliation rob you of your covering. Now is the time to go low before the Lord, to consecrate your atmosphere, to fast, to declare, to shut your door, silence the noise, and call upon the divine power that never slumbers. Heaven says, "Be still and know." Know that divine protection surrounds you even now. Know that angelic guards have formed a circle around your mind. Know that the hand of God has placed a fire boundary around your dwelling. You are not alone. You are not unarmed. You are not vulnerable. Though they spoke in secret, though they plotted in shadow, though they used your name in rooms of darkness, heaven has armed you with a light. Every moment of stillness is a strategy. Every moment of silence is a shield. You are not being passive, you are being postured for precision. For in the quiet places, the Spirit speaks loudest. In the secret place, the arrows of the enemy are reversed. Let your stillness be your warfare. Let your fasting be your sword. Let your declarations shake the foundation of every generational curse that ever dared to settle near your name. Speak now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment, I condemn by divine authority. I am hidden in the cleft of the rock. I am under the shadow of the Almighty. Say these aloud. Say them with authority. Say them until your soul starts to shake, because every declaration is a dagger. Every word of truth is a weapon. You are not defenseless. You are not exposed. You are surrounded by holy protection. And understand this. When you posture yourself in divine alignment, heaven responds. Angels move. The blood of Jesus speaks better things over you. The Spirit begins to war on your behalf. And though you see nothing in the natural, the heavens are thundering with activity. They cannot reach you if you stay in the secret place. They cannot manipulate what God covers. They cannot destroy what is rooted in divine alignment. So in this hour, let stillness be your strategy. Let prayer be your position. Let worship be your warfare. And above all, let obedience be your protection. Fast if led. Anoint your home. Speak blessings aloud. Refuse to answer the provocations of those God has exposed. You are in the process of divine retaliation, and your protection is not optional. It is ordained. Type "I am shielded" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 8811 is now releasing divine armor over your spirit. Rise now, child of destiny. For too long, you have walked under the weight of what they said. You've carried the emotional fog of their hidden rituals. You've questioned your worth because of their word curses. But the season of doubt has ended. The identity they tried to bury is now resurrecting with power. You are not the cursed. You are the breaker of curses. You are not the victim of your bloodline. You are the redeemer of it. Heaven calls you not weak, not broken, not lost, but chosen. You are the restorer. You are the disruptor. You are the one that hell never wanted to awaken. You feel the shift. It's happening even now. Where there was fear, there is now fire. Where there was confusion, there is now clarity. Where there was hesitation, there is now holy boldness. You are standing in the full unveiling of your true self, not the version they conditioned, but the one God created. The curse ends with you. It will not pass to your children. It will not follow your future. It will not attach itself to your legacy. You are the final stop. The spiritual contamination ends here. And in its place, a new inheritance is being written, one of honor, one of power, one of divine wisdom and glory. You are not a mistake. You are not here by chance. You are the proof that God places warriors in wounded bloodlines. You are the evidence that cycles can be shattered. You are the prophecy that generations will rise healed, whole, and holy. You are becoming the voice they tried to silence, becoming the light they tried to dim, becoming the leader they tried to reject. You are becoming the very thing they feared, and heaven is rejoicing. Stand up now. Straighten your back. Lift your chin. You are not defeated. You are being ignited. You are not behind. You were being hidden for such a time as this. Every lie they spoke is being reversed. Every delay is becoming a launchpad. Every wound is becoming a well of wisdom. You were never the problem. You were the prophecy. And they didn't curse you because you were weak. They cursed you because they saw what heaven placed on you. But what they tried to stop, heaven has accelerated. This is your moment. Speak aloud. I am the curse breaker. I am the bloodline rebuilder. I am the chosen one. Let your voice shake the atmosphere. Let the spirit of hesitation be replaced by holy determination. Let the fear that kept you silent be consumed by the fire of revelation. The time of hiding is over. The time of shrinking is done. The Spirit of the Lord says, rise, reclaim, reign. If this message has blessed your soul, consider sowing a super thanks gift of $50. Your generosity helps us reach more lives with prophetic truth and spiritual empowerment. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type I am the breaker in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 5566 had been activated over your lineage. And now the veil is being torn. The mystery is unraveling. The time has come to speak what has been hidden in silence and shame. Heaven is now lifting the curtain on the true motive, and I, Archangel Michael, stand as witness to reveal it unto you. I did it to steal what was meant for you. Yes, not out of pure hatred, not out of misunderstanding, but out of greed. Not for your material possessions alone, but for your spiritual inheritance. You carried a mantle from childhood, a light they couldn't understand, a purity that exposed their pretense, a fire that illuminated their compromise. From a young age, they saw it, and rather than nurture it, they sought to extinguish it. They smiled at your calling, but they plotted behind it. They witnessed your favor and grew bitter, not because you flaunted it, but because you were chosen. Your presence was a mirror to their missed opportunities. Your destiny became a threat to their comfort, and their jealousy fermented into a curse, one crafted in secret, whispered in darkness, dressed in concern but wrapped in witchcraft. The inheritance they chased was spiritual. You were the fader, the insight, the way God responded to your voice, the open doors that made no sense, the dreams, the anointing, the prophetic sensitivity. They didn't know how you knew things, but heaven had equipped you with divine instincts. You saw things before they happened. You felt energy before it shifted, and they saw that as power they could not replicate, only block. But here is the divine twist. What they tried to steal, God multiplied. What they tried to silence, God amplified. You were never robbed. you were rerouted. You were never forsaken, you were hidden. The delay they caused became the soil for your deeper maturity. And now the heavens declare, your name is echoing. Your identity is echoing. Your purpose is echoing in the realms where angels move and scrolls are written. There is a prophecy now resting over your life, inscribed in fire, no more delay, no more disguise, no more detour. You are stepping into divine unlocking. This pain, this betrayal, has become the very key to your next level. Do you not know? The level of attack you endured with the confirmation of what they knew about you in secret. They saw your elevation before you believed it yourself. And now God is saying, it is time. You will no longer be hidden in spiritual shadows. Your voice will be restored. Your clarity will sharpen. Your authority will solidify. The gifts they tried to bind are now being loose. And what was stolen, heaven is already returning it, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. You are not walking out of this with mere survival. You are walking out with supernatural increase. So rise. Look in the mirror and say aloud, they tried to bury me, but I am the seed. And now I rise. Let this revelation change how you walk. Let it change how you pray. Let it change how you trust. You are not who they said you were. You are who heaven ordained. Type I am the prophecy in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 7777 is igniting reversal in your life. This is the hour of your becoming. This is the moment of divine agreement. Destiny does not knock politely, it roars. It invades. It shatters what was comfortable and confronts what was hidden. And now, in the name of the Almighty, I, Archangel Michael, declare, you must say yes. Yes to your calling. Yes to your assignment. Yes to the uncomfortable shift that leads to eternal reward. You've been fighting the very thing that heaven had been trying to deliver to you. You've been shrinking back from the voice that was meant to break cycles. But now, speak it aloud. Yes, I receive my divine destiny. Heaven cannot move without your permission. The angels are assigned, but they await your decree. The spiritual contracts must be signed in the realm of your voice. Your mouth is the activator. Your words are the keys. Your declarations are the seal. You must declare, I reject every word curse ever spoken over me. I cancel every soul tie with jealous bloodlines. I realign with the scrolls written in heaven before I was born. Your agreement cancels their arrangement. The ritual they performed was fueled by silence. But now, your voice is fire. Your yes is a sword. Your decree is divine law. So write it. Say it. Proclaim it. Make a list of what was delayed and declare over each one, I reclaim this. Go to your journal and anoint it. Walk through your home and speak life into every corner. Break every spiritual chain with the power of your spoken obedience. You are not weak for feeling burden. You are strong because you are breaking barriers that have stood for decades. Heaven is looking at you with pride. The angels are leaning close. The courts of heaven are shifting in your favor. This activation is not about fame. It's about legacy. You are restoring an entire bloodline. You are clearing spiritual clutter for those who will come after you. What you say yes to now will become the ceiling of glory your children stand on tomorrow. Destiny does not ask twice. It knocks once with fire, and now it is waiting at your door. Speak it aloud. Say it in faith. Say it through tears if you must. But say it. I am ready. I am called. I am activated. If this message resonated with your spirit and confirmed your next step, consider a super thanks offering of $20. Your support helps us continue delivering divine truth to those who are hungry for God's voice. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type I am activated in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 6060 is now releasing acceleration over your assignment. Do not mistake this silence for inaction. Do not confuse the stillness in your atmosphere for stagnation. Even now, as your heart beats with awakened purpose, as your spirit trembles with recognition, something sacred is occurring behind the veil. I, Archangel Michael, declare this to you now. What you don't see is being rewritten. What you don't hear is being rebalanced. What you don't feel yet is already shifting. There is a silent exchange occurring in the spirit realm. Heaven's courts have convened. Ancestral interference is being confronted. And the very scroll that carried the curses whispered against you is being rewritten with fire. Where they once cursed your name, angels are now inscribing your legacy. Where they once spoke against you in secret, the divine courtroom has overruled them. Not by argument, not by public spectacle, but in holy, sovereign, divine stillness. Your soul knows it. The tingling in your chest, that weight lifting off your shoulders, that sudden peace, it is not random. It is the evidence of the divine exchange taking place on your behalf. The enemy thought your silence was surrender, but your silence became sanctified. It became holy ground. It became the very chamber in which your vindication was ordered. While you wept, while you questioned, while you remained faithful in obscurity, heaven was working. Heaven was restoring. Heaven was preparing to announce what no man can overturn. I tell you this now with authority. The scroll that carried the accusations, the curses, the bloodline contracts meant to bind you, it has been burned in the fires of judgment. A new scroll is being handed down with your true name, your original purpose, and the anointing heaven assigned to your DNA. This exchange is unseen but unstoppable. It is the reversal and shadow work. It is the divine interruption of generational sabotage. It is your destiny reclaiming its original seat. And you did not buy it. You did not beg for it. You believed for it. And heaven moved. There are angels in your bloodline, ancient and assigned, who have waited for this moment. They have watched generation after generation surrender to fear, to curses, to silence, and now you have become their breakthrough. You have become the moment that shifts centuries. And so the heavens are celebrating. Quietly, powerfully, decisively. Understand this, chosen one. This silent exchange will manifest in natural ways. Watch as people suddenly leave your life. Watch as unexplainable peace begins to guard your heart. Watch as strange resistance dissolves. What was once held back will now flow freely. What once felt impossible will now feel divinely arranged. Because the contract was broken, the curse was reversed. The exchange has happened. Do not chase them. Do not explain yourself. Do not try to correct the past. Your name has already been cleared where it matters. Your future has already been authorized. Walk forward without apology. You are carrying new ink in your scroll, and the heavens recognize you by a name the curse never knew. And you, who were once cursed, are now commissioned. Type I receive the divine scroll in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1188 is now aligning your future. Now comes the time for divine reckoning. For what heaven decrees, no man, no witch, no curse, no ritual, no bitter bloodline can overrule. The hour of divine reversal has arrived. And I, Archangel Michael, release this prophetic decree from the throne room of justice. The weapon they formed through bloodline betrayal will now be turned upon the hands that forged it. They weaponized your blood ties. They took what was sacred, your trust, your kinship, your spiritual inheritance, and twisted it into a dagger. But the dagger will not find your back. It shall return to sender. Not by your vengeance, but by divine order. The scales are tipping. The courtroom is in session. And judgment is moving. For every tear you cried alone, they shall weep in confusion. For every opportunity they blocked, 7 more shall open unto you. For every false word they whispered, the truth shall roar louder. This is not vengeance born of bitterness. This is vengeance grasped in divine mercy. For heaven does not just punish, heaven restores. The spiritual justice being released now is unlike any you've seen. It will not humiliate them. It will elevate you. It will not crush them. It will crown you. Because justice from the throne of God is about restoration, not retaliation. But make no mistake, they will see. They will witness. They will know. They will know that what they tried to curse has now been consecrated. They will see your name rise in rooms they said you'd never enter. They will hear your voice praised in places they tried to silence. They will observe your legacy become the very inheritance they tried to steal. Let it be known in the earth and in the spirit. What was stolen will be returned 7-fold. They thought your setback was final, but it became the setup for your supernatural acceleration. They thought their rituals would silence heaven, but heaven was simply gathering evidence. And now, the divine court has ruled in your favor. Do not gloat. Do not gloat. For your rise is not about revenge. It is about restoration. Walk with grace. Move in mercy. But never again allow their presence to question your authority. And never again allow their proximity to confuse your discernment. You have been cleared. You have been vindicated. You have been crowned. Every person watching this, hear me now. You are not just receiving justice. You are becoming a vessel of justice. What God does in you will flow through you. Others will find freedom because you said yes. Others will escape bondage because you broke the chain. You are the divine reversal. You are the bloodline restoration. You are the evidence that heaven rules over curses, and that no blood betrayal can cancel divine birthright. If this prophetic justice confirms what you've endured and empowers what you are stepping into, consider giving a super thanks of $5. Your seed helps us reach others who need deliverance and revelation. It is finished. The chain is broken. The assignment hath been fulfilled. I, Archangel Michael, now seal this word over your life, in the presence of the Most High and under the gaze of the heavenly host. Let it be known across realms seen and unseen. The curse hath been broken, because you believe. You did not ignore the warning. You did not brush aside the urgency. You heeded the divine call within the hour, and heaven has responded. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not the wounded, you are the weapon. You are the answer sent into a broken bloodline. You are the shift, the shield, the sacred interruption. And what they meant for harm has now become the hinge of your elevation. May divine protection wrap around you like a garment. May clarity replace confusion. May discernment sharpen your steps. May the fire of God go before you and the glory of God surround you. Every word curse is reversed. Every generational chain is shattered. Every hidden scheme is exposed. Your atmosphere has changed permanently. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. Walk in authority now. Don't look back. Don't second guess. Don't dim your light. The scroll have been written, and your name is written in divine ink. You are under heaven's banner. You are walking in prophetic protection. You are covered. You are chosen. You are charged. Now rise. Rise in silence. Rise in strength. Rise in spiritual strategy. And when they ask how you made it through, just smile and say, "Heaven fought for me." Type "I am sealed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 3333 has now been imprinted over your destiny. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "Divine Justice is mine" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 9009 has been stamped on your spiritual record.